And Jacob Frost up here in a minute. Let me yep. Who are you with? ESPN?
Iowa State Athletics.
All right, I don't trust some of you. Okay. Yeah, so, kind of with the lineup that we put together, I don't know if we've had the same lineup all year. I don't think we have, but with the lineup that we put together, I thought tonight was good. I thought we wrestled hard at all 10 weights. We had young guys get beat at 25 and heavyweight on the bookends at the ends there. And, I think that was probably just a maturity thing there. I think we let them, they probably were just physically more mature than us. And I think we lost both those matches because we just kind of got squeezed and pushed around a little bit. And that's part of being young. But I liked efforts of both 125 and at 285. So good win for MJ Gaitan. Really good win for Jacob Frost. I thought we were steady across the board. I don't think Evan Bachman had a great night, didn't feel great. I don't know if he's been fighting a bug a little bit, but he got slowed down a little more than he wanted to, but overall, good night.
What did you see out of MJ specifically? I mean, obviously Gavin Sachs wanted to roll around a little bit, and in the past, maybe Gaitan rolls around with him. What kind of match did you see out of MJ tonight?
Well, I'm mostly proud of MJ for sticking to the game plan and not being a crazy man out there. Because we really, and Coach St. John did a good job of coaching him up and just, forcing him to wrestle really, really smart. And that guy's really dangerous to shoot on. So we got him a little bit tired, and then we picked our shots wisely. I thought he did a really good job. He wrestled a smart match, and when he wrestles smart, that MJ guy could go a long ways. If he can wrestle with what he's got and just his wrestling IQ needs to get better, and tonight was an example of a good wrestling IQ.
How nice is it? Obviously, you want Anthony Echemendia in the lineup, but how nice is it to have a pair of twins right at the beginning of your lineup to set a tone and to get big wins, ranked wins like it was tonight?
Well, the Frost boys are incredible. I mean, they're steady. They're really good wrestlers. I mean, they're good in all positions. They ride really well. They can turn. They get away. They got great leg attacks. I mean, that's the package right there. So we love them.
Pinheiro just keeps winning and winning at every weight class he's been at. Can you just talk a little bit more about Pinheiro and his performance?
I thought he did a good job tonight. I wish he would have got one more takedown in there just to separate himself. You don't like to go down to the end where a takedown against you, slip on the mat, anything could make the difference in the match. So, but I felt like he really controlled the pace and he went after him, and I think his shape's really good. So from that perspective, it was a good night for him. I just wish he would have had one more, but he keeps improving.
What about, obviously Aiden Riggins has had a little bit of trouble in duels so far, but he looked pretty good tonight.
Good night. I should have mentioned him at the beginning. Really good night. He keeps getting better. That was a good win for him. And, as he starts to believe in himself, and tonight should have been a good reason to believe in himself, but I think he had a good night.
Had a new face in the lineup at 197, and Nate Schoen. What did you kind of see out of him?
Well, I think it's the first time he's won in Ames and Hilton. I think he might have won at the Cyclone Open, but in a real big-time dual meet. He's getting better. He just needs reps. He's been a guy that's been hurt a lot in his career. And so the last here, I think it's his third year. I think he had a gray shirt year, but he's just really been banged up and hurt for about 2.5 years. He just can't seem to get healthy. And right now he's getting healthy, and he's got some tricks. I mean, he had to hit a couple holds out there, but it was a good win for him.
You mentioned getting banged up, hurt. That seems to be the kind of theme of this season with injuries. How have you guys kind of navigated some of that?
We just keep throwing a new guy out there every time. That's how we navigate it. We just keep throwing new guys out there, and luckily we have a little bit of depth. And, for the lineup that we put out there tonight, I thought we did well.
When it comes to Herrera, what do you say to him as he prepares for Sunday? I mean, he has a huge match on Sunday. So what are your takeaways from how he performed today, and how do you prep him?
He's at a man's weight, and heavyweight's a man's weight, and he's somewhere between a boy and a man, and he's getting really close to being a man. And so I think, when you're in that position, you got to look forward to the challenge. And he's obviously a huge underdog, so, we got to fight, and I thought he fought really good tonight, and that kid came, upperclassman. He came with a chip on his shoulder. He was here last week and Daniel won the weight and he didn't. So he did a good job, took the shot when he needed and got it. So, but I like the progress of Daniel Herrera. He's doing good things for us.
I mean, a good team win, 25-6. What did you learn about your team tonight?
I learned that our shape's, getting better. I like where our shape is right now. I like how hard we wrestle. I think there's things we can always work on, but I like those two factors. All right, you guys took it easy on me, thanks.
Thank you.
Yep.